Maisie from HPC, and in this video I'll provide an update on the new neonatal care leave and pay entitlement that will soon come into effect for working parents. This new statutory entitlement is due to come into force on the 6th of April 2025 under the Neonatal Care Leave and Pay Act 2023. This entitlement will provide employed parents with the day one right of up to 12 weeks of leave if their babies are admitted to neonatal care. This leave entitlement will be on top of other family leave entitlements such as maternity, paternity, and shared parental leave. In addition, if eligible, parents will also be entitled of up to 12 weeks of statutory pay. The new entitlement will apply to parents with babies born on or after the 6th of April 2025. This will be a day one right for a wide range of parents, including adoptive parents, parents who are fostering to adopt, and the intended parents in surrogacy arrangements. This leave applies to babies admitted to hospital within the first 28 days of life and has a continuous stay in hospital for at least 7 days. Parents can take a minimum of 1 week leave and a maximum of 12 weeks leave, and this will depend on how long their baby is in neonatal care. Some parents may also be eligible for up to 12 weeks of statutory neonatal care pay. This will be at the same pay rate as other family-friendly statutory payments. Therefore, from the 6th of April 2025, the statutory neonatal care pay will be £187.18 a week, or 90% of the employee's weekly earnings if this is lower per week. To qualify for this pay, parents must have worked for their employer for at least 26 weeks and earn on average of at least £125 per week before tax from April 2025. Parents have two options when taking neonatal care leave and pay, known as Tier 1 and Tier 2. And they must provide the appropriate notice for each. The type and length of notice will depend on what tier of leave the employee is planning to take. Tier 1 refers to the period when the baby is still receiving neonatal care and includes 1 week after the care has ended. Leave can be taken flexibly in multiple blocks of at least 1 week. When taking this type of neonatal care leave, the employee should inform their employer before they are due to start work on the first day of absence or as soon as possible following admission. Notice for Tier 1 does not need to be in written form. Parents eligible for neonatal care pay should provide notice in written form for Tier 1 neonatal care pay within 28 days. Beginning from the first day of the week it is being claimed. Tier 2 is the period outside of Tier 1 and before the end of 68 weeks from the date of the baby's birth. This type of leave must be taken in one continuous block. Notice of at least 15 days is required for an employee taking 1 week of leave. If the employee plans to take 2 or more weeks of leave, notice of at least 28 days is required. And notice for Tier 2 leave needs to be in written form. Eligible parents claiming the Tier 2 neonatal care pay should give notice of at least 15 days in advance to claim pay for 1 week's leave. To claim pay for 2 or more weeks of leave, notice of 28 days is required. Employers should begin to prepare for this new entitlement, and ways that they can do so include reviewing and updating parental leave policies to reflect the changes, training managers on this new statutory right and how to handle requests with sensitivity, adjust payroll systems so that they can accommodate statutory neonatal care pay calculations, create a supportive culture by providing guidance and support to employees who may need to take neonatal care leave and pay, and ensure there is a clear process in place for both requesting and managing neonatal care leave and pay. If you require any support or guidance surrounding this new entitlement, please do not hesitate to get in touch with the HPC team.